Back in grade 10, I got up to read a poem for my high school at this special event called Let's Sit Around, Be Cool, Drink Tea, and Read Poetry. The poem was an airhead piece on melted butter eyes, angels on a high, how cute we were together. And this is where things got particularly sticky. You see, the poem talked implicitly about sexual intercourse. Afterwards, I'm pulled aside by the Policia Academia and told I can't say S-word like that on stage. She tells me a poem like that is not appropriate. And what I wrote when I got home was, this is public education, which means that one of the kids you're teaching has been through some foobar S-word that would make your blood curdle. You talk to me about censorship, and the major problem I have with it is that you think these kids can't handle it, but somebody in your classroom is probably lived with looking backwards whenever they hear a door close, or flinching whenever somebody comes down the stairs. By the time they graduate, 50% of the kids around you will have smoked a lid. 21,000 Canadian girls got pregnant last year, and more than half of them had an abortion. So I don't know how people can say that it's inappropriate for a 15-year-old boy to hear a poem about love, but 3 years later it's alright to send him with an ATV into a landmine in the Middle East. I'm pretty happy folks have sex, unless you're a test tube baby and you were born in a vat of phospholipids, or you're Jesus. You wouldn't be here listening to all my bull S-word, and wouldn't that be such a drag? You'd be stuck in some endless abyss where all the angels say things like, what a gusto and silly Billy, for all infinity, and you just want to grab one of them by the collar and say, shut the front door! Why is it that teachers can quote Romeo and Juliet and tell us to understand it, but when we get up in a public environment to talk about the same motifs, we get shut down? And why is it okay in sex ed for a teacher to tell us to use a condom, but it's not okay for a guy to talk about the time he did? The only thing bad about sex is bad sex! And the only dirty word involves broncos and excrement, and the only BS is that we become so disconnected. It's an ugly thing to say, but the truth is we live in a sea of confusion, all of us surrounded by ball gags and handcuffs, and dime magazines that write about 10 great tricks or your boyfriend won't leave you, where love is consumed by consumer culture and ripped limb from limb, dissolved into a free market, all about sex. By the time you boys are 18, on average, you will have watched 400 hours of pornography. You will have seen more women naked than you've met in person. And we're not fighting back from objectification. There's more rape than there are roses, which makes some of us want to get up here and say, whatever it is you don't want us to say. It's because kids still have some passion in them, avoid what gets sucked out of them like they concentrate from a juice box with a bell go here, sit, stand, oh Canada, can, hut, soka, toa, BRT, why are we quoting arbitrary acronyms without meaning? Why are we instituting meter without rhythm, telling students they better learn how to swim and then just teaching them how to hold their breath? Thank you.